Start. Over to you, Amazara.
Thank you, Doctor. You called me on this auspicious day to uh, just share some of my experiences, what I have learned over the years in the market, and I would just like to share them. Why rule-based trading first? Because initially, also like everyone, when I started, first of all, I'm in the market not for 20 years, but now 16 years. Uh, so when I initially started in 2005, so it was just start of the bull run, and market was pretty strong, and anything you bought, you made money. So then came that shock of Lehman Brothers, and then suddenly the portfolio started cracking, and so there was a drawdown of 60% in the portfolio. So my one rupee that had become 3 rupees was back to 1 rupee again. So luckily I didn't lose, and I was not out of the market. But that is what taught me that we need to have some sort of exit strategy and need to have some kind of a plan where your investment portfolio or a trading portfolio or whatever trading that you do has certain rules and entry exit criteria is behind that. So then that's how I decided that let's focus on creating this system more of objective based than subjective based. So basically rules will define and reduce subjectivity and bring in more objectivity in the trading. So when we look at rules as such, what we need to look at first is what kind of trading systems or what kind of I think me using systems is bit of a exaggeration, because it's more of a discretionary trading but with lot of rules. So I see a lot of people like SKRA who are more of system traders. I think Ravi bhai, you should also call him one day just to explain how system trading is done and all that.
Definitely,
uh,
that
so
I will.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So uh, what I decided was that let me make three parts to my portfolio. One which will be a long term holding portfolio, which I don't want to churn unnecessarily. I would like to hold that for maybe months, years, or whatever. And luckily, I have been able to hold on to some of the good winners. Then let me make one more part of the portfolio, which will then, if there is a crash in the market, which will protect the money and create cash out of the portfolio. And then there's small part which is derivative trading, which I would say which is predominantly option buying. I used to do index trend following kind of this also, but which I have stopped for last 1.5 years or so, which I don't want to do anymore, because I don't want to get into that. Market is pretty solid, so let me focus on what I have been doing currently. So basically how I want to this break this into is why you create rules actually. So you create rule basically, like I said, to reduce subjectivity, make it more objective. And the most important thing I found out of creating rules is I stopped over trading. So over trading was a very big problem as a trader for me. So I used to trade at every given opportunity, and then you make money, you lose money, and then because you do not have any solid entry exit rules, you don't know which was a good trade, which was a bad trade, and then you end up actually going back to square one. So what I decided was then that let me have rules first. So personally, like I told you, I created three parts of the portfolio. So fundamental ones, I normally hold on to good growth stocks. So now you can decide based on what growth stocks are. So and then I don't want to get into that much, but I will get into what how I do basically structure the trading part of my portfolio. So trading part, what I decided was that I needed to know what kind of frequency I wanted to trade first. So like most, I was also not aware initially whether I am a quick trader. So I mean, what I mean is quick trade means whether I'm good at intraday trading, whether I'm good at positional trading, or whether I am good at this hardly 3-4 days kind of trade. So then I realize as I continue to trade is that this positional trading suits my personality, and maybe the quick ins and outs of those trades are not really good for me. So the first rule I made was not to do any cash intraday trades. So I stopped trading intraday long back. So I do some trades in between, but that those are not that significant anymore. Mostly, I don't do I do not do any intraday cash trades. Whatever trades I do intraday, that rule I made because I
Dada, your voice is breaking. I think so. His voice is breaking. Let me connect him.
hello.
हाँ दादा येते आता है.
Okay. Sorry. So what I was saying is that I wanted to make sure that I wanted to have the holding period, which is now everyone knows it, but I wanted to make sure that my holding period is at least 25 to 30 days in normal market, not like this kind of market. This kind of market, your targets get hit every week, but on normal, not a very frantic market, I would like to pace my trades very slowly. So that is how I decided to form the entry exit routes. Because what happens is, if you look at your trading strategy, the drawdown makes a big difference. So if you want to increase your risk reward, your drawdown is also naturally going to increase that bit. So that is what I have found. So either you can increase the win rate or risk reward, and depending on the drawdown, you want to adjust between the two. I think it's not that easy, and uh, I think someone who is probably using a lot of mathematical formulas and can do a lot of backtesting may be able to really adjust that bit slightly quicker than I could. But I managed to tweak it pretty decently with my own experiences over the years, and then found the best way where I could reduce the drawdown. So my basic understanding was that I could make sure that win rate remains around 45 to 50%, risk reward remains around in between 1 is to 2.5 to 3, and reduce the drawdown to a significant level. So what I did was that there are now when we come to stop losses, that is where the tricky part starts, because whether you want to trail all your stop losses. So let's say you get into a trade and you want to trail your stop loss. So now, how do you trail? How do you trail is a very difficult question to answer, and that depends on what kind of trading strategy you have built around. So, like I use 10% strict stop loss at the start, and I do not trail until my 10% my stock moves up by 10%. So I only start trailing my stop losses when once my stock is up by 10% from my buying level, or I hold that 10% stop loss as it is. That is one. Second, what I also do is that I sell into strength. So that is kind of a target based sort of a strategy, which actually may or may not really suit some kind of people, because in a lot of momentum players would like to take their stocks 4x, 5x, 7x, 8x because and reduce the churn. In my case, the churn is higher, but I can reduce the drawdown because I sell into the strength. So that is what I have realized over the years. So that kind of strategy is actually what I am using, and I have actually made some few threads also along how you can try exit how exit should be planned. So you can search my timeline on Twitter. You will find some exit trade there. Uh, so that is how I actually decided to plan my trading system. So here there are actually 2 3 important rules that we need to remember in a trading system. One is that what are your entry rules and how you want to trade. So for a discretionary trader like us, I mean me, there are two ways I could trade. One is reversal and one is breakout. So I predominantly trade breakouts. So I decided to make sure that first rule that I set is that I will only trade breakouts and I will not trade reversals at all. So that is how I decided that okay, I will trade reversal, I will not trade reversals, I will trade breakouts. Then where is my stop loss? So my starting stop loss, I after a lot of tweaking from only trailing and trailing from the start to then I finalized on 10% based on lot of trade data that I had collected over the years. So trade collecting, of course, collecting trade data is also pretty important to decide how you want to really tweak the rules uh, uh, in the strategy that you are using. So sorry. So then this is important in a trading plan. One, what how you want to trade. So entry rules. So I generally have a habit of writing down how I what kind of entry rules I have. Then what are the exit rules? Exit rules, entry rule, trade management. So like where you want to trail your stop loss or where you want to uh, at what point you don't want to trail your stop loss. Of course, the biggest and most important thing in the market like is what is the position size that you want to carry. So I decided to, most people say that 1% is a pretty decent risk per trade. So but I decided to use only zero point 0.5 per zero point 0.5 or 0.4%. So initially I used to run 25 stock portfolio, uh, which I have reduced to 20 stocks per portfolio with equal weightage. So that reduced my risk further. So actually, there is someone running one stock portfolio. So you could use what.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
So I think mostly
Dada, your voice
even
was
after
breaking.
do with every entry, exit, and all that, you still end uh,
Hello.
So what Amaya sir was telling that whilst building a system, whether mechanical or discretionary, you should be clear about your rules. What should be your entry price? What should be your exit price? Where should you should put your stop loss, initial stop loss, and where should be your trailing stop loss? How you are going to trail? What should be your position sizing? How you are going to manage the trade? So this was all the things one should have while building a system, whether it is a rule based, it is either mechanical or discretionary, whatever. So I think so. He has some technical issues at his end. Let us connect. Yes, he is back. Yes, Amay sir.
सॉरी, कुछ सुना ही नहीं दे रहा था बीच में.
Okay, okay, fine. Continue, continue.
नहीं, आप कुछ पूछ रहे थे, वो मेरा सवाल मिस हो गया.
नहीं, आप कंटिन्यू कीजिए.
नहीं, मैं वही बोल रहा था कि मोनोलॉग चल रहा है, तो कोई अगर if we could have it more
Yes, yes, yes,
interactive.
yes, yes, yes.
हाँ, हाँ.
I'll. So, what are the advantages of rule-based trading or investing?
मेरे हिसाब से सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज यही है कि ओवर ट्रेडिंग बंद हो जाता है, तो थोड़ा सा एक डिसिप्लिन आ जाता है, एक वो समझ में आता है कि वेदर योर ट्रेड इज करेक्ट और नो, एंड वेदर द ट्रेड दैट यू हैड टेकन वाज एज पर रूल्स और नो. इसमें क्या होता है, इफ यू आर टेकिंग एवरीथिंग ऑन डिस्क्रिशनरी बेसिस, उसमें मुझे लगा उसके अलावा कुछ नहीं होता है. सो देयर इज
Okay.
ओनली वन रूल मुझे लग रहा था कि ये ट्रेड लेना चाहिए. उससे अच्छा क्या है कि अगर इफ यू वंस यू राइट डाउन ऑन ऑल द थिंग्स एंड यू टेक द ट्रेड्स, you know that this is working or not working. Whether it
Okay.
is workable strategy or not workable is a secondary thing, but whether you are doing it correctly or no as per the system, वो कैसे समझेगा. that is the biggest advantage. कि मुझे लगा इसके लिए ट्रेड लेने से अच्छा है कि you build kind of a system where or some kind of rules behind what you want to do for every trade, that actually brings in lot of help in terms of improving your trading.
So, see, if I'm new to the market, how will you suggest me to define the rules?
एटलीस्ट आई वुड सजेस्ट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कि समझना पड़ेगा. देखो, मुझे क्या लगता है पता है क्या, इफ यू आर वेरी न्यू टू द मार्केट, सब ट्राई करना चाहिए कि आप
Okay.
ट्रेडिंग करो, इन्वेस्टमेंट करो, आप एफएनओ करो, जो भी करना है करो. बट वंस यू रियलाइज कि मुझे ये नहीं जम रहा है, यू शुड स्टॉप. 90% पीपल व्हाट दे एंड अप डूइंग इज दैट दे डोंट स्टॉप और फाइट करते रहते. यू कैन इंप्रूव ऑफ कोर्स, बट देयर आर नॉट एवरीवन मेंट टू ट्रेड एवरी डे. So like I told you, I don't do intraday trade because I am not good at it.
Okay.
मुझे नहीं जमता है. So that you need to understand and experience, then only you will be able to know whether
But
it is working for you or not. And
but
once you,
in this, yes, in this understanding, is it possible? मुझे ये हो सकता है कि मेरा अकाउंट ही ब्लो हो जाए.
हाँ, हो सकता है ना. But there are only two ways to do it. Either you start learning from the people who are, look, Twitter is such a big space that there are like so many people there who are willing to help you out. There are people like you, Anand Bhai, who post charts. There is someone like SK Rahman who does a lot of quantitative stuff. He's ready to help you out. There is someone like Sandeep who keeps posting charts. There is Ashish ji who is also there, who keeps on posting a lot of option related stuff. So there are a lot of things that can be learned from. Hemant ji is also there who posts a lot of charts. So you can learn from everyone. I mean, you don't have to really start from the scratch and then really make it. So your learning curve can be much shorter than. Look, when I started trading, or in 2005-6, even getting simple books were very difficult. Today
Okay.
everything is available to you. So there are.
Yes.
Hi, Dada. If I may interrupt
Yeah,
you guys, एक second.
yeah.
So, yeah, Dada, we lost you at 20 stocks portfolio and 5% risk, actually.
Okay.
So, can you continue from there?
Okay, no. So what? Sorry. Okay. So what I do
Perfect.
is that I use 10% fixed stop loss. So I give equal weight to each stock. In that, I used to use 25 stocks earlier. From there, I moved to 20 stocks. So it roughly works out to be about 0.5% risk per trade. as long as I get my that exit at that roughly 10% kind of stop loss level. So in some cases it can also happen that you don't get an exit for a very long time. That's a rare thing to happen, but it can happen that you do not get exit at all. So in that scenario also you're likely to lose only 5% kind of capital in a case where you don't, because you see in trading why we need to diversify is, that is my belief, that we are not studying it fundamentally. So once you allocate any stock a big amount, I mean, they, I see HK Rahman laughing at me here. But once you allocate that kind of concentrated bet to a single stock, and then single stock, five stock, what there is that probability of you losing out a lot of money. So that fear is there in my mind. So I would like to diversify across 20 stocks, reduce my risk per trade to like kind of 0.5 or so, and then continue from there.
Okay, so we are again back to the topic. Sir, you were telling me if I am new to the market, how can I build my own rules depending on my personality?
So ये पर्सनैलिटी, ये दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी, ये देखो इसमें ना एक्सपीरियंस नहीं आएगा तब तक नहीं हो सकता है. यू कैन, ऑफ कोर्स, इफ यू आर अ वेरी गुड, even if you are a very good programmer who can backtest lot of things, then you come up with a formula which will say backtest में मेरा ये रिटर्न आया और मैं इसके ये आई विल रन दैट सिस्टम नाउ. फिर भी साइकोलॉजी टेस्ट होगा ही. तो वो
Okay.
कैसे होगा? इवन इफ यू हैव अ सक्सेसफुल सिस्टम, you need to have that psychology. वो तो कोई सिखा नहीं सकता ना, वो तो एक्सपीरियंस ही आएगा.
Okay.
But for a lot of people who have lot of good testing skills, who have lot of who are willing to learn from lot of things that are available in the market, like books hai, there are a lot of research papers that are available. Even for fundamental investors, you see, today I find it so much easier to read about a company than I found it 15 years back. So 15 years back, if you wanted to have a research report of some company, it was very difficult to really get. Today you can get a sell side reports are easily available. So on Telegram, this, that, there are so many sell side. Of course, you have to do your own research and go into a lot of details by reading annual reports, trying to have your own analysis about the management, trying to learn from transcripts that are available on websites and all that. But still, the availability of the information is plenty, and that can definitely shorten your learning curve. एंड बेस्ड ऑन योर पर्सनैलिटी, ये तो नहीं हो सकता कि जो मेरा सिस्टम है या मेरा ट्रेडिंग रूल्स है विल बी गुड फॉर एवरीवन, बिकॉज somebody विल बी अ ऑप्शन ट्रेडर. तो वो ऑप्शन ट्रेडर के लिए मेरा रूल नहीं बैठ सकता है. So that is not going to
Exactly.
really work. So for basic starting of rules, basically what you need to understand is how you want to reduce your drawdown, protect your capital, how you want to entry exit, how you want to define your entry exit criteria, and then work around things in that manner. कोई भी whether it is option trading, how much leverage you want to take, because leverage is what is going to kill you. वो तो बड़े बड़े लोगों को डूब मरा है, तो अपना तो कुछ
Exactly.
नहीं. So
Yes.
that is how, in fact, lot of things will depend on what kind of capital you have, what kind of temperament you have, what kind of leverage you want to take, and which markets you are trading. So like
Okay.
someone like us who's predominantly a cash long only trader can have different rules, and for someone who is doing option trading can have completely different rules to stop losses and entries and exits and all that. Because whether you are an option writer, then you will never have a very high risk reward. You are always going to have a low risk reward but probably a higher probability of winning, whereas
Right.
a long only cash trader is going to have more of a low probability of winning but higher risk reward. So then
Right.
depending on that, you need to define your entry and exit rules and what kind of allocation you want to give it to a position.
Dada, we have talked about some advantages of rule-based trading or investing. Are there any disadvantages?
डिसएडवांटेजेस वैसे लॉन्ग रन में मुझे ज्यादा नहीं दिखे है, बट
Okay.
डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या होते हैं कि बिकॉज यू हैव डिफाइंड योर सेल्फ, तो कभी कभी अपने को पता होता है कि ये वो भी गटी होता है, लकी होता है, बट you know that you want to take higher bets there on certain positions, but you are not able to take, and then that turns out to be a pretty good trade or whatever that kind of, तो वो ऐसे हो सकता है कि वो लगे ऐसा कि वो मैंने लिया होता, मेरे रूल में नहीं बैठ रहा था, लेकिन मैंने किया होता तो वो अच्छा होता था, ऐसे हो सकता है, बट आई हैव नॉट फाउंड मेनी डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑफ नॉट trading based on the rules. I have
Like
found
for
a lot of advantages in fact.
Like for example, in last week we have rallies, instant rallies in Tatas. Okay,
Correct.
and you are already full with your 20 stock portfolio, and
Correct.
stick Tata Motor and all these Tatas were calling you.
Yes.
So don't you feel FOMO at this moment?
मुझे नहीं लगता है, अभी लगता तो है कि अरे यार ये तो सिटर चला गया, बट यू सी दैट कैन ऑलवेज हैपन. ऐसा लगता है कि यार इससे तो सिंपल ट्रेड था ही नहीं अपने लिए. दैट वाज द इजीएस्ट ट्रेड दैट आई कुड हैव टेकन, बट देन इफ यू डोंट हैव स्पेस, यू डोंट हैव स्पेस, बिकॉज इफ यू लुक द कैपिटल इज गोइंग टू बी लिमिटेड. आप कितना भी आपका अपने के पास कितना भी पैसा हो, 5 करोड़ हो, 10 करोड़ हो, 100 करोड़ हो, लेकिन वो कितना भी पैसा डिप्लॉय एक बार हो गया तो नया पैसा लाएंगे कहाँ से?
राइट.
वो दैट इज द इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट दैट वी डोंट वांट टू रियली मेस अबाउट.
ओके,
ऐसा होगा.
एक्चुअली मेरे को भी एग्जैक्ट सेम चीज ही सोच रहा था एंड वाज गोना आस्क यू. ठीक है, इस केस में लाइक आप ऐसा कुछ करते हो क्या कि एक्सिस्टिंग लेट्स से 10-20% एक सेक्टर में है, तो ट्रिम डाउन समवेयर देयर एंड allocate to this new sectors or stocks that you are looking for?
नहीं, मेरा क्या होता है, अगर मेरे पास नहीं है कुछ स्कोप टू डिप्लॉय, तो नहीं, मैं आई रियली डोंट वांट टू पुट न्यू मनी टू न्यू स्टॉक्स. आई विल रिस्ट्रिक्ट माई सेल्फ टू 20 स्टॉक्स. अगर 20 से ज्यादा जगह नहीं है तो नहीं है, सो आई रिस्ट्रिक्ट देयर. अगर मेरा स्ट्रेटेजी में क्या होता है कि इन माय स्ट्रेटेजी व्हाट हैपेंस बेसिकली, बिकॉज इट्स अ 40-45 डे होल्डिंग पीरियड, आई जनरली एंड अप कैचिंग द शॉर्ट टर्म मोमेंटम व्हाट वी से. सो मेरे इसमें टाटा पावर था और टाटा मोटर भी था, लेकिन मेरे पास टाटा मोटर लेने के लिए पैसा नहीं था.
ओके.
हाँ, तो टाटा मोटर मेरा ब्रेकआउट आया था 365 रुपीज में, सबके इधर वही पे आया होगा दुनिया भर में. लेकिन मेरे पास था नहीं पैसा, तो नहीं ले पाया. सर लेकिन मुझे कुछ होता नहीं है उससे. आई डोंट फील, बिकॉज आई नो दैट देयर विल बी सम ट्रेड्स which are not going to be good also. So some will be very good, some also will be not very good, which probably you would have taken and they would have failed. So to give you an example, जी का ब्रेकआउट आया था, तभी भी मेरे पास पैसा नहीं था, तो वो 340 से नीचे ही आ गया वहां से.
So by and large, what you have suggested that in your case you are following 10% strict initial stop loss.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
And once the stocks moves in your favor by 10%, then you start trailing
Then I start trailing the stop loss.
And when you start pyramiding, then?
I don't do pyramiding.
Okay.
I do pyramiding only in my investment stocks. Otherwise, I keep adding to the entire portfolio as such. So let's say my capital to start off with in trading is 10 lakhs. I have new capital of 2 lakhs. I will add it to the portfolio itself. I will not add it to a single specific stock or any that way. So I predominantly want to add whatever new money that I add to portfolio, not to stocks.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I have a follow-up question here, Dada. So I don't know if I missed, but आपका रिबैलेंस टाइम क्या होता है? लाइक यू डू इट वीकली, बाय वीक,
नहीं,
मंथली और मंथली?
I don't do I don't do rebalancing. What I do is that I have a fixed kind of exit rules which sell into strengths for trading.
Okay, so let's say in a scenario where आपका base stock कहीं नहीं जा रहा है, it's like 2% plus minus है,
हाँ,
but some other sector is now buzzing or some other kind of stocks are buzzing.
but
So
I don't have
what
any
do you do
I
then?
don't have any time based stop losses. But
Okay,
So
okay.
you just
in my
keep it there.
हाँ, ऐसे अगर ऐसे हुआ कि वो 10 तक मोमेंटम भी स्ट्रांग है और 10 तक का गिरा भी
हाँ,
नहीं, ऐसा बहुत कम बार हुआ है.
राइट, आई मीन वही मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि गिरेगा भी नहीं बढ़ेगा भी नहीं, इट्स जस्ट लाइक
तो
फ्लैट,
मोस्ट
2% प्लस माइनस 4% प्लस
मोस्ट
माइनस.
केसेस में मेरे इसमें आएगा नहीं वो, लेकिन आएगा ना तो मेरे पास कुछ एग्जिट क्राइटेरिया है नहीं उसके लिए.
So we'll just wait it out, एक महीना लगे और
I will wait
15
it
दिन
out.
लगे,
I
just
will
wait
wait
it
it
out.
out. I wait it out.
सही है, perfect. That's it.
Uh, what else you will suggest to start a rule-based trading?
नहीं, आज थोड़ा थोड़ा पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा कि कैसे करना है. आई हैव नॉट रियली फाउंड अ मैजिक फॉर्मूला टू लर्न रूल बेस्ड ट्रेडिंग ओवरनाइट. सो
Okay,
सो मुझे ये भी नहीं पता है कि और देर आर also that is also important for a DIY कि whether everyone can be a DIY. So I have not found everyone to be a good trader, good investor. ऐसा भी जरूरी नहीं है. So you can use advisory if you're not good enough to find out
okay,
things on your own. There are
okay,
loads of advisories that are there, and of course there is going to be some drawbacks of having advisories also. So वो ऐसा कोई मैजिक वॉन्ड नहीं है कि अपन आई क्लिक अ बटन एंड आई मेक मिलियंस. वो सब सपने में होता है, रियल लाइफ में कुछ नहीं होता ऐसा. You have to work it hard to really understand how trading works and how money can be made out of trading.
but nowadays what you are telling, but nowadays to आजकल तो we are in a mad bull run, what we call it.
हाँ, तो वो मेरा भी ऐसे ही था ना. 2005 से 2008 में मैड बुल रन ही था. सो मैंने जो भी
Okay,
शेयर लिया था उसमें से कुछ कुछ तो they were stocks which went 3x 4x also, and then they
okay,
crashed also like that.
okay,
So I had all Anil Ambani stocks.
okay.
हाँ, so वो कैसे गए कैसे नीचे आए, that also you know. So I
Yes,
kind of booked some of them, but some of them remained in the portfolio, which then I also had. I'll tell you the names also. Anil Ambani didn't give me a lot of loss. In fact, they made money for me, but I lost a lot of money in there were stocks like Bartronics, Asian Electronics, which were the stock went from like 80-90 rupees to 300 rupees. Asian Electronics went from 150 200 rupees, I remember, to like clearly 1000 rupees. And then they came EKC. I also had EKC. All those
yes,
destroyed a lot of money. So
okay,
वो तो बनाता भी है. So you need to learn. So that
yes,
is what I said. Generally what I have observed is that first bull market you can make money, but you cannot protect money in most cases.
okay,
So you
okay,
need
okay.
to learn that the second bull market that comes along now, you will probably have learned the lessons that you didn't learn in the
First
first
one.
bull market. Just that if you are over leveraged और market में आ ही नहीं पाओगे वापस, तो फिर क्या
Hmm.
कुछ नहीं कर सकते.
Just to add on it, you also having in your core portfolio Bajaj,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. Bajaj Twins, Dada is holding from,
नहीं,
I
Bajaj
think so,
Finance.
Bajaj Finance from 80 rupees,
नहीं,
if I'm not
200 rupees.
to now it is 16,000 actually.
हाँ, तो वो नहीं वो ये एडजस्टेड प्राइस हो गया. सो
हाँ,
तो वो तो है, बट दैट कैसे होता है, दैट होल्डिंग ऑन टू विनर्स इज ऑल्सो. फर्स्ट विनर जब मिलेगा ना तभी समझ में
हाँ,
आएगा कि व्हाई यू नीड टू होल्ड ऑन टू द विनर्स. ओनली देन यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड हाउ यू होल्ड ऑन टू विनर्स. Otherwise, you don't know.
So, Dada, what's the allocation, the total funds, how do you allocate between the core portfolio and the trading or the momentum portfolio?
My core portfolio is about 50%, 50 to now that keeps on changing, but about 50% to 55% is core portfolio. 40% is like a trading portfolio, and about 5% is like these option trades and all that.
You share all the
Okay, fine.
bank nifty and nifty levels.
हाँ, तो बैंक निफ्टी निफ्टी वो तो टाइम पास है, वो तो कोई भी उसमें उसमें क्या है, वो मुझे आई हैव नॉट फाउंड इट वेरी, मेरे सिस्टम में वो ये नहीं है, आई एम नॉट रियली very good at taking that leverage, so I don't,
Okay.
that is why I don't do futures also.
Right.
Stock futures तो मैं करता ही नहीं हूँ, stock options also I don't do, I only do index options.
So
but most cases, what I have seen with my experience is that most people are not able to really handle the leverage pretty in a good manner. So most cases people don't manage risk properly, and then they end up blowing the account. So it is best to not use leverage in most cases. That is what I am saying. So out of 100 people that uh, you will find that about one two will be good at handling the leverage. Rest are all not that great. That is my
okay.
experience.
Okay. 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 Uh, one more question, Dada.
Yeah.
When there will be a time there when there will be a series of drawdowns, losses,
Yeah.
how do you handle?
Actually, that's a very tough question, but predominantly you need to have that. You need to first check whether your system has failed. That is very important to understand कि regime ही change हो गया है और आप जो कर रहे थे वो work ही नहीं हो रहा. ऐसे हो सकता है. That can happen in trading. But in investment, what happens is that sometimes your style may not really work. Something else might be working. So in that case,
Okay.
you have to be patient.
Okay.
Because investment में क्या होता है? Let's say I am buying growth stock. अगर आपके पास
Right.
let's say ITC है, so ITC लिया है आपने, आपको कन्विक्शन है उसमें, और 6 महीने से उसने 15% रिटर्न दिया है. बाकी के आधे बहुत सारे स्टॉक उधर से दुगने हो गए, थ्री टाइम्स दे हैव गॉन.
Right.
बट यू नीड टू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ कन्विक्शन कि कभी तो चलेगा ये, या यू नीड टू हैव, लाइक आई सेड, कि इट नीड्स टू गिव यू दैट सेल सिग्नल कि ये मेरा, लाइक आई, अगर मैंने आईटीसी जो लिया था, तो when I bought ITC, it never still not given me a sell signal. So once it gives me a sell signal, I will exit it. But till now, it's not given me a sell signal, so I am holding on to it. तो ऐसे हो सकता है कि ITC इज अ क्लासिक एग्जांपल कि आपने लिया है और चल ही नहीं रहा, गलत हो गया, या बड़े सारे ड्रॉडाउन आए मल्टीपल लॉसेस वाले ट्रेडिंग में, तो वो यार वो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है टू फाइंड आउट वेदर यू आर एक्चुअली सिस्टम हैज गॉन बजक, और तू मतलब बजक मतलब गलत गलत हो रहा है सब, या you are actually in a phase where your trading style is not working.
Okay. Okay.
बहुत
Okay.
difficult है वो actually find out, but I have stuck around with what I do for a few years, and I think it has worked. I mean, there have been periods where things did not work at all, but then I think market also was not, so every breakout that I took, the stock retraced. So that kind of market will come, but then we have to handle that with whatever we have as in emotionally, I mean.
Okay.
Hi Ravi, this is Sovit here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sohit bhai. Yes.
Yeah. So one way of handling these series of drawdowns or losses, which we say, is like keeping your size small.
Okay.
If your size is big, then you will face issues.
Right. Okay. When there are series of drawdown, you want to say you should decrease your position sizing. Am I right? I think so. He has left. Okay. Fine. Yes, Sandeep bhai,
Yeah,
you were telling something. Yeah.
I was quite surprised to know that you have like 50% of your allocation is to trading portfolio. So just what?
40%, 40%.
Yeah, okay. So just out of curiosity, over a very long period of time, say 5, 10 years or so, what is the kind of realistic CAGR that is possible in trading, swing trading, or whatever you do?
No, no.
Actually,
Why?
I was supposed to ask this question that, in spite of being long time in the market with 40% allocation in the trading and 60%, what is the realistic return one should expect?
No, why?
Fortunately,
Why?
you.
No, no. First thing we need to understand why there is that trading part of the portfolio. Because the trading part of the portfolio, like in Corona fall, what happened was market started crashing. You see,
Hmm.
so in that crash, by the time market was near 10 between 10,500 and 11,000, I was already in full cash. You see, when that happens,
Correct.
that is what we want. I want to protect because I don't want to sell my investment portfolio stocks. They will go through whatever hell there is. I don't want to sell those until I think that the kind of stocks that I was holding has completely changed its structure. So, like I told you initially, when we started this year, I had heavy exposure in financial stocks. So then I had to reduce that and then get back into other stocks. So Bajaj Finance also I reduced. So if you remember, I had put a tweet also on that.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes. I do remember.
yeah. So that
So,
that part of the portfolio is kind of you want to hold on to. So there is you need some cash because the portfolio that you build it takes years to build, and then that crash can take away everything. So that I want to protect some part of the portfolio at least. That is why I kind of came into this trading portfolio. My objective is simple: to have a lower drawdown and slightly better returns than Nifty will deliver.
Okay, okay. So like what is the number that you have in mind?
I
CAGR.
will be happy with like 15-16% CAGR also.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
So I don't want to kind of have a very large CAGR there, but as long as my drawdowns are protected, that
Okay.
is my biggest goal there. My goal is not to do super kind of things, but simply to protect the drawdown.
Right, right.
the
Large
Dada,
drawdown.
you
I mean large drawdown. So what I did was, so what I have put in trading portfolio is, if VIX goes above 35, Nifty moves below 200 weekly, then I will exit everything in the trading portfolio, and I will not enter what until these two conditions are again reversed.
Dada, you are talking of only 15 to 60% CAGR.
Huh? So I'll be happy. That is what next 10 years is what we are talking about, right?
Okay.
So Dana, what kind of drawdowns have you seen in your trading portfolio?
Sorry.
What kind of drawdowns have you seen in your trading portfolio? Like अभी तक कितना drawdown हुआ है?
16%.
That's it, only
Huh.
16%. Phenomenal.
Because I don't hold on
It's
to
just amazing.
it. Doesn't have a very long history. The biggest shock that we had was in 2020, and that it
Yes.
handled pretty well.
Yes. Yes.
So अभी तक का biggest loss किसमें हुआ है आपको trading portfolio में? I mean, like 20, 30, 40,
नहीं
50% gap down
ऐसा
or
ऐसा
something.
हुआ नहीं है. ऐसा
Okay.
नहीं हुआ है आज तक.
Oh my god.
एक बार
So
एक
आपको एक भी
नहीं
अभी
नहीं
तक कोई बड़ा stock
एक
नहीं लगा
बार
है?
बड़ा शॉक लगा था, but that was not very big. Luckily it did not go to that league. There was a big spike in Dr. Reddy. So I
Yes.
don't remember
Okay.
which day, but I had a stop loss which skipped, and then it suddenly had a very big drawdown, a very big spike. But then it did not give me a like 40% kind of 50% kind of loss, but it gave me a good loss. But that kind of, but I have not had a stock which has gone into circuits very often.
Okay.
I
So
kind
Dada,
of
if it
stay. I don't get
for
into stocks which are going in circuits continuously. I don't get into them at all.
okay, so if it's yeah on the top of your head that आपका एवरेज मार्केट कैप कितना होगा स्टॉक्स का ऑन ट्रेडिंग पोर्टफोलियो?
इन ट्रेडिंग पोर्टफोलियो अभी का
हाँ, लाइक 5,000 10,000 करोड़ कितने के स्टॉक्स आप
ऐसा
लेते हो?
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, जो आएगा वो लेता हूँ, तो इट्स अ मल्टी कैप.
फिर भी एक अराउंड लाइक 10,000 5,000 15,000 एवरेज तो कुछ होगा.
Current, you are asking me current portfolio or the kind of filtration that I do? That you
Yes, kind of filtration he is
No,
asking.
I do not have any filter for trading portfolio. So I what?
Okay.
Then current portfolio का
Sorry,
portfolio का. I'm sorry about the
30
noise in the
30,000
background.
crores. है.
Okay, so mostly large caps.
हाँ, large cap and larger mid cap.
30,000. Right. Okay, thank you.
So I think so. We are starting question answer session. Anybody has a query, he can request. We'll add him as speaker. Tushar is asking the question.
Yeah, Raviji, regarding what we spoke now for trading portfolio, so how many stocks you keep, or what is the allocation you do during trading? Basically,
I use 20 stocks, 5% each allocation.
and any stop losses you keep, or
I
you just
use
ride it?
10% flat stop loss to start off.
Okay, great.
So
Okay, thanks.
yeah.
Okay, so 20 stock. So 20 अपने कुछ figure आया आपके पास, या you had made your own rule?
No, I used to use 25 stocks earlier, but उसमें थोड़ा risk और जब बहुत ही ज़्यादा, there was the kind of stop losses that I used, I realized that the risk per trade was pretty low. So and return also was kind of getting diluted. So I realized that let me move from 25 to 20.
Okay.
So I
Got
use 220 stocks. 20 stocks with which basically means that on an average I should lose about 0.5% of the portfolio for every every stop loss that I have.
एंड व्हाट इज द मिनिमम क्राइटेरिया यू कीप कि मेरे को इसमें इतना परसेंट मिला है, एग्जिट करना है, या इतना टाइम हो गया एग्जिट करना है, या व्हाट यू
नहीं,
हैव
टाइम बेस्ड ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, बट एवरेज होल्डिंग डेज आर अबाउट 45.
फॉर 45 डेज या सर्टेन परसेंटेज यू एग्जिट, और 45 डेज हो गया तो एग्जिट करना ही है, भले ही फिर
नहीं
वो.
सर्टेन दिस इज एन एवरेज होल्डिंग पीरियड, बट
Okay.
ऐसा कोई परसेंटेज फिक्स नहीं है. सो आई हैव अ टारगेट बेस्ड सिस्टम. तो अगर मुझे दैट इज बेस्ड ऑन चार्ट्स.
ओके ओके.
हाँ, तो कभी कभी टाइम लगता है, कभी कभी फास्ट होता है, बट आज तक द एवरेज होल्डिंग पीरियड सो फार हैज बीन अबाउट 46 days.
ओके, थैंक्स रवि जी. ओके.
Dada, one question: why you stop updating your portfolio on Twitter, which you used to
Yes,
do?
I have stopped because I started getting a lot of queries on it. Queries as in I started getting whether it will be they will get real time updates, whether the stock जो चल रहा वाला stock होता है उस पे whether they should book profits, whether they should book losses and all that kind of things. I started getting a lot of questions on it, so I didn't want to spend time. And my basic criteria for putting the trading portfolio every week was that so that people will also understand that if you do things in a disciplined manner, it is not that difficult to really make money and nothing else. And
Right.
most people what they thought was that it is kind of some kind of advisory
Advisory
service.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Trading
which
recommendation.
was not the intention at all.
Right. यहाँ लोग करने को तरस रहे, आपको मिल रहा था, आपने किया नहीं.
नहीं, करने को तो कर सकते हैं, बट आई एम नॉट. ट्विटर इज नॉट द प्लेस आई विच वेयर फ्रॉम वेयर आई वांट टू डू.
ओके.
ट्विटर में मैंने आने का मेरा ट्विटर पे बेसिक मोटिवेशन टू बी ऑन ट्विटर इज टू लर्न फ्रॉम पीपल. कुछ उनसे मैं दो चीजें बोलूं तो उनसे भी दो चीजें कुछ सीखने को मिले. सो दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ थिंग दैट आई वांटेड टू डू, and that is how I enjoy the Twitter. The day it starts to become like more of a professional thing, then I might not even want to be on Twitter.
Yes, because of Twitter we met and we have started the journey.
Look, I've met a lot of people who improved lot of trading for us. So
Yes.
because of Twitter, I don't know if they remember that I met them, but then I realized that you see the lot of things that you could learn from. Uh, Now SK Rahman is there, so he talks about a lot of things about quantitative trading. Sovit ji is also there, who also talks about a lot of things. Sandeep ji is there, who puts a lot of different type of charts than I put. Anand ji is
Yes.
there now, who puts a lot of IPO things. Ashutosh talks a lot of about cryptos, करेंसीज. आप है यहाँ पे जो रिलायंस के इसमें कुछ ना कुछ करते रहते हैं, अलग अलग चीजें. तो ये क्या है, इसमें इसमें देर आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु हैव, there are people like Prashant Krish who does lot of things, who posts so many things about on how data should be presented and all that. So that kind of thing is there. You have Manish, the one who also talks, who also runs an advisory, but talks so much about race. He writes blogs which are worth. There are people who are on fundamental side like Niraj Marathe, who puts in one thing to read every day. You have a lot of things to learn on Twitter, and that kind of interaction is what is important. So it was good that देखो ये कभी Twitter space होता भी नहीं था if Twitter was not there, and we would not have met in Pune sometime, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
So these are also the big advantages of Twitter. So that is
Yes.
that I've kind of found it pretty good. So to
Yes.
interact with people, to learn from people, to get you see there are a lot of people who are doing a lot of different things. So मैं कर रहा
Yes.
हूँ वही perfect कभी नहीं होगा. So there are a lot of,
Right.
I always believe that there are a lot of better people in than on Twitter than what I can do. मेरे से तो
Right.
बहुत सारे अच्छे लोग हैं यहाँ पे, तो उनसे कुछ हम सीख सके तो it can improve at even if you improve 1%, half a percent in over the period, it is not bad. You gain something
Yes.
out of this experience.
Yes, definitely agree. Definitely agree. So, in these kind of platform, we should interact with each other to gain the knowledge, and because of that, only the intention of this kind of space was to interact the people, to call the people, to share their experience. Because even though the share market or trading or investing looks easy, but actually it is not. It takes years together to learn the things and to execute what you have learned. It needs a military kind of discipline in you. Many a times market will crush your ego like anything, that you are nobody, but still you are here because you have a passion, you want to build a career in the market. So because of that, we have Amey sir, we have Sovit Dada, we have Sandeep Bhai, we have SK Rahman, people like this who have been into the market since years, and they are doing pretty excellent job. And we are fortunate that we all are learning from these market experienced people. If you have any kind of question, do ask. Sovit ji is on there. Sovit ji, your experience about rule based trading or investing?
Well, my experience is extremely good because like I was a discretionary trader for almost 2007 to 2000, almost 2015. Okay, so almost 8 years I was a discretionary trader.
Sovit bhai, you are on mute, I think.
Okay, sorry, I missed it. Okay, so I started my trading somewhere in 2007, just before the crash of 2008. And initially, I was discretionary trader from 2007 to 2015. And in that period, I was although I was profitable in cash segment, but I was not able to make money into futures and options. So I always wanted to because my understanding was that you have to also have some strategy or some way of making money in bear markets, because markets will not always be moving up, right? So I
Right,
wanted to
right.
also have something which because I wanted to make this as trading as for living, right?
Yes, yes.
So once so Then I met Vivek Gadodia, which is now my partner. Okay, and from there on, my journey to
I think so. He has disconnected. So, with this note, we are uh, ending this session. Thank you very much, Amey sir, for kindly accepting this invitation on hosting, being speaker on this basis. Thank you, Anand. Thank you, Ashu, Ankit, Kayurbai, SK Rahmanji. You are here since starting. Sovit bhai, thank you very much, and wish you a very happy Dasera to all of you. See you next Friday, 6 p.m. with some new other topic with some new other speaker. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Ravi bhai. Thank you, Ashu. Thanks, Anandji. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everyone.